It's time for some vocabulary practice before we listen to a dialogue. So, books closed because the answers are right there, and you know what we want to do. We want to discover and challenge ourselves, use our minds. We want to listen carefully to the new sound. New sound, what is it? Eh, like in ship. For every word, I want you to first think about the meaning. And then we will see the form, the written form, the sound of Unit 2. Let's start. The first word, tickets, tickets, tickets. What's a ticket? You know that. You want to get on a train. You need to buy tickets to go in a train and travel with it. Tickets, two sounds, two sounds. This, right? Now, hand under the chin, we say the word and count the number of the syllables. I think you know it already. Tickets, tickets, two syllables. You know that vowels actually make syllables and not the consonants. And in here, our vowels are this I. It goes under two syllable words. موقع گفتن این صدای جدید یادمون نره ها، موقع گفتن این صدای جدید سعی میکنیم حواسمون به جایگاه زبون، فک و لبها باشه. اینا ابزار pronunciation پس باید استفاده بشن و اگر نشن ما فقط داریم راجع به pronunciation میدونیم ولی باهاش نمیتونیم کاری بکنیم. پس لطفاً حواستون باشه و دقت کنید و حس کنید. پس برای کلمه های بعدی در حالی که سیلابل ها رو میشماریم روی نحوه گفتن صدای هم کار کنید. excited excited excited. خیلی رو دیدم که ممکنه این صدا رو اشتباه بگن. چرا؟ چون ممکنه که لبهاشون رو بیش از حد باز میکنن و یا فک خیلی پایین تر میاد، در صورتی که میدونین باید اینجوری گفته بشه، چه توی امریکن چه توی بریتیش انگلیش. excited excited. فقط یه فرقی توی امریکن هست که فکر میکنین کجاست. In American English you can say excited excited excited, like a very fast d. But in British English, say t. Excited. How many syllables? Hands under the chin. Count with me. Excited. 3 actually. Yeah. And where is the stress? Excited. Excited. 3 syllables. There. Festival. Festival. Sound. How many syllables? Count. Festival. 3 syllables. Where's the stress? Festival. Festival. Miss. Miss. You know. 1 syllable goes there. Quick. Quick. 1 syllable. film, film, film. Again, 1. Listen, listen. Count. How many syllables? Listen. 2. There. Quickly, quickly. Yes, you're right. 2 syllables. And the stress is on quick, quick, quickly, quickly. 2. Gymnastics, gymnastics. How many syllables? Gymnastics. Well, the word is very big, so what do you think? 3. And where's the stress? Gymnastics. Nas. Here, this part. There it goes. Cinema, cinema, cinema. Here, the sound is very short and your tongue needs to be very relaxed. But here it's cinema. And where's the stress? On the first. Cinema. 3 syllables. Begins, begins. It means starts. Begins. 2 syllables. Where's the stress? On the second. Gin. Begins. Begins. 2 syllables. اینجا رو دقت کردین که حواسمون هست نباید بگیم begins. خیلی فک و لب‌ها نباید باز بشن. Next. What do you think? How many sounds do you hear? Listen. Beginning, beginning, beginning. 3 sounds. How many syllables? 3. And the stress is on gin. Beginning. Kids, kids, kids. Ill, ill. It means sick. It's the synonym. We had this word in Unit 1. Minutes, minutes. How many sounds do you think? 2 minutes, minutes. How many syllables? Yes, 2. And the stress is on the first syllable. Minutes. Olympic, Olympic. How many sounds? 2. Olympic. How many syllables? Olympic. 3. Where's the stress? Olympic. Okay, they just got smaller. Nothing serious. Next. Gorilla, gorilla. Only 1 sound. Gorilla. These 2 sounds here need to be very short, very fast, and your tongue is relaxed. Say gorilla, and the stress is on r. How many syllables? 3. Bill. Bill. Do you know the meaning? Bill with capital B. So it's a name. One syllable. Bill. Children. Children. How many I sounds? Just one. Again, this is very relaxed and short. Say it fast. Children. Children. How many syllables? Two. And the stress is on the first. Children. Terrific. Terrific. What does that mean? Great. Very, very good. This is again very short, very small, and very quiet. Say terrific. Terrific. How many? Three. Three syllables. And the stress is on the second. Riff. Terrific. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is silent, so we say interesting. And this is again relaxed, very fast. Just say it quietly. Interesting. Interesting. How many syllables? It's a big word. 3 syllables. And the stress is on the first. Interesting. اینجا اگر بخوایم این British people بگیم باید اون ای که اینجا هست رو خیلی سریع بگیم. Interesting. Interesting. Very relaxed. ولی حالت امریکنش وقتیه که مثل همین صدا میشه این قسمت. Interesting. Interesting. American. Interesting. British. Interesting. Very fast. Africa. Africa. One I sound. And how many syllables? 3. That's good. And the stress is on the first syllable. Africa. What kind of sport is that? Cricket. Cricket. Yes. But this. How many syllables? 2. And where's the stress? On the first syllable. Thank you. It goes there. Kim. Kim. It's a name. 1 syllable. And it goes there. History. History. Hist. History. This sounds a little bit like E, but shorter. History. How many syllables? 3. Where's the stress? On the first syllable. History. Oh, look. A prize-winning film wins this prize. So we say that film is prize winning. Prize winning. How many sounds? Prize winning. 2. And how many syllables? 3. There it goes. And the first syllable has a strong stress. Prize winning. Listen to me. Oh no, she can't come to the cinema with us. So this makes us sad. That's a pity. That's a pity. Pity. Yes, she can't come with us. I say, what a pity, or that's a pity. How many syllables? 2, and the stress is on the first syllable. Pity. Chimpanzee. Chimpanzee. How many I sounds? Just one. Chimp. Chimpanzee. How many syllables? 3 again. And the stress is on pan. Chimpanzee. Good. Very good. Interestingly, we are going to hear all these words in the dialogue in part 3. And this is a very good time for you to start using them. I'm going to tell you how. Let's predict. Here we want to predict what happens in the dialogue. There are 4 people: Bill, Kim. Can you read this? Gina. It's E. And Mrs. Lee. They talk about 3 films in this dialogue. We use all these words that we see in here to think and guess and predict. We need time. Only a minute. Well, you can use more time if you want. Maybe you want to talk more. I want to give you an example. I look at all these words and think about the dialogue. Okay, 4 people in this dialogue were talking. They are all excited and want to go to the cinema quickly because the first film is beginning. Maybe it's about Olympics, and the second film is a prize-winning film about chimpanzees, which is terrific because Mrs. Lee loves animals. The third film is for kids. It must be interesting. But I think that Gina and Kim won't go to the cinema. Why? They are going to play cricket with other children. Okay, this is how I predicted. I made some guesses about the things that are going to happen there. Now you can pause the video and do the same. Try to use at least 1 minute to make sentences and use as many words as you can. فقط یادتون نره حتما موقعی که دارین پردیکشن انجام میدین و چشمتون به این کلمات هست و جمله میسازین صدای خودتون رو ضبط میکنید. You predict and record your voice. بعدا لازم داریم این فایلی که از صداتون ضبط شده رو. برای همین مهم نیست چقدر توش پاز داره، چقدر دارین فکر میکنین، چقدر نظرتون رو عوض میکنین و تغییر میدین جمله ها رو، اشکالی نداره. صداتون ضبط میشه. حتما این کار رو پس انجام بدین. اینجوری از روی اون نرم افزار ضبط صداتون هم میتونین تایم رو ببینین و همون جایی که 1 دقیقه شد متوقفش کنید و یا اگه دوست داشتین هم ادامه بدین. و معمولا هم شنیدن صدای خودتون میتونه خیلی بهتون اطلاعات بده از لحاظ تلفظ و طرز حرف زدن، چون ما صدای خودمون رو وقتی داریم حرف میزنیم جور دیگه‌ای میشنویم تا وقتی که صدای ضبط شده است و این خیلی میتونه کمک کنه که ما بتونیم اشکالاتمون رو و اون جاهایی که میتونیم بهترش کنیم برامون قابل دسترس باشه. I'll be waiting for you. Good luck. Now those beautiful voices of yours can help you. How? You predicted, you spoke and recorded your voices. You have some kind of information now. I want you to take a piece of paper and listen to your voice and try to write down in very short phrases and sentences, because it's not important that you write complete sentences when you know them in your mind. Just listen to your voice and write in bullet points everything that you think you have predicted. Then in the next part, we can use these predictions that are organized and clear on a piece of paper to check if your predictions were correct or they were wrong. So now start, listen to your voice and take notes. We need the notes in the next part. Okay, go ahead. Pause. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's listen. Don't read. And check this. Which predictions were right? Okay? تا چه حد اون پیشبینی های شما راجع به دیالوگ درست بوده؟ But it doesn't matter. The most important thing for you to do is just to try to use all these words and make sentences and think about the content of the dialogue and predict and just get involved, you know? It's not important what is right or wrong in your predictions. Maybe all of them are wrong. Don't be sad about it, okay? Listen and check that. Are you ready? I am ready.
3B. 3 interesting films.
Good evening, Mrs. Lee.
Is Kim in?
Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? It's the Children's Film Festival.
Kim's ill.
Here he is.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Gina. Hi, Bill.
Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize-winning films for children.
Listen, Kim.
Is it interesting?
We think it is. First, there's a short film about gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa. And
Then, the next film is about the 6 best Olympic gymnastic competitions. And then...
Then it's the big film, The History of English Cricket.
Cricket?
It's a terrific film.
If you're ill, Kim.
It would be a pity to miss it.
Now listen, you kids.
And it begins in 50 minutes.
Kim!
Quick, or we'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film.
In this dialogue, we can hear that the kids get more and more excited until the end, and Mrs. Kim becomes more angry. Excitement, anger, they go up. اگر به محتوا و کلمات فکر نکنیم توی مکالمه و حواسمون کامل به نحوه صحبت کردنشون باشه، میشه احساسات اونا رو تشخیص بدیم که مثلا آیا هیجان زده هستن و یا عصبانی. سعی میکنیم به جمله های اونها گوش بدیم دوباره و از رو هم چیزی رو نمیبینیم و نمیخونیم. So, books closed. How do we know? از کجا میدونیم که excitement یا anger توی صحبت اونا وجود داره؟ Speed and loudness. این دوتا فاکتور رو در نظر میگیریم در حالی که دوباره به طرز صحبتشون گوش میدیم و بررسی میکنیم ببینیم توی نحوه صحبت کیت و هم مسیس کیم چه اتفاقی از لحاظ سپید یا loudness میفته. Let's analyze Mrs. Kim's speech. How is it? How do we know that she is angry? And how do we know that the kids get excited?
3b. 3 interesting films.
Good evening, Mrs. Lee.
Is Kim in?
Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? It's the Children's Film Festival.
Kim's ill.
Here he is.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Gina. Hi, Bill.
Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize-winning films for children.
Listen, Kim.
Is it interesting?
We think it is. First, there's a short film about gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa. And
Then, the next film is about the 6 best Olympic gymnastic competitions. And then
it's the big film, The History of English Cricket.
Cricket?
it's a terrific film.
If you're ill, Kim.
It would be a pity to miss it.
Now listen, you kids.
And it begins in 50 minutes.
Kim!
Quick, or we'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film.
Okay. You can go back and listen again if you think you need to. You see, in English, people usually speak more quickly when they are excited. توی صحبت‌های بچه‌ها هم اینو متوجه می‌شدیم که حتی حرفای همدیگر رو قطع می‌کردن و جمله‌های همدیگر رو ادامه می‌دادن و این سپید داشت. And about Mrs. Kim's anger. Well, in English, people usually speak more loudly. همینجور رفته توی صحبت‌های میسیس کیم متوجه می‌شدیم که هی تون صداش داره میره بالاتر. So loudness was something we could hear in Mrs. Kim's voice. So this is how you can understand about people's feelings without actually knowing the words. And I'm sure that you need to start speaking with feelings when you talk in English. That's both fun and necessary. It's time to see the text of the dialogue. We can go to page 8, part 3. Dialogue. Just before the dialogue, in part A, we see the words that we worked on before. And now we want to focus on part B. There are some blanks there. Please read the dialogue and fill in the blanks with these 3-syllable words. Okay, just these, and complete this. Read and write. Pause the video, complete it, and then continue after you finish. We will check the answers. Okay, I hope you did it well. Now, let's listen and check our answers. Are you ready for that? Let's go.
3B. 3 interesting films.
Good evening, Mrs. Lee.
Is Kim in?
Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? It's the Children's Film Festival.
Kim's ill.
Here he is.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Gina. Hi, Bill.
Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize-winning films for children.
Listen, Kim.
Is it interesting?
We think it is. First, there's a short film about gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa. And
Then, the next film is about the 6 best Olympic gymnastic competitions. And
then it's the big film, The History of English Cricket.
Cricket?
It's a terrific film.
If you're ill, Kim.
It would be a pity to miss it.
Now listen, you kids.
And it begins in 50 minutes.
Kim!
Quick, or we'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film.
برای هر صدای جدیدی که یاد میگیریم عالی ترین روشی که میشه اونو تمرین کرد و بهش مسلط شد مقایسه اون صدا با صدای نزدیک به خودشه. مثلا ما الان شروع کردیم به مقایسه صدای درس دوم کتاب با صدایی که در درس اول داشتیم. ای حالا این مکالمه فرصت خوبی رو ایجاد کرده که ساوند کانترست رو خیلی زیاد بشنویم برای این دو صدا. البته خیلی جاها توی همین مکالمه از ساوند جدید و مربوط به خود یونیت 2 استفاده کرده و اونا رو کنار هم به کار برده که گفتن اون جمله ها و شنیدنشون کمک میکنه نسبت به ویژگی های این صدا آگاه تر بشیم و توی یک موقعیت با تمرکز روی معنی جمله ها صداها رو از هم تشخیص بدیم و تمرین کنیم. And to help you to see the differences in each line, I'm going to use 2 colors for each sound. White for the new sound of Unit 2, I, and purple for E. Now let's begin reading the dialogue together and analyze and practice the beautiful sounds of Unit 1 and Unit 2. Listen and read the sentences and try to find the sounds.
Good evening, Mrs. Lee.
Good evening, Mrs. Lee. Where do you find the sound I? Good evening, Mrs. Lee. Mrs. Lee. Can I say Mrs.? No, so be careful. We say Mrs., but we write M-R-S, Mrs. Where else do you hear it? I said good evening. Ning, evening. What about E? Evening. Mrs. Lee.
Is Kim in?
I sounds. Of course, you're right. 3. Is Kim in? Is Kim in? Faster.
Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? It's the Children's Film Festival.
Is he coming? Is coming to the cinema. Cinema. Do you remember this? Yes. Mrs. Of course. Mrs. Lee. It's the Children's Film Festival. It's the Children's Film Festival. Can you find them? Yes, it's Children Film and Festival. Festival. Here. Let's highlight the E sounds. I know you can find it. It's not just Lee. There's one more. Find it, can you? He. Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? This is a very good practice because we have E. Say this. Is he coming to the cinema, Mrs. Lee? And try to think about the tongue, the lips, and your jaw. It's very helpful. Next one. What's the next line? Can you predict that?
Kim's ill.
Uh-huh. What's wrong? What's wrong with Kim? Kim's ill. It means he's sick. Okay. And Kim's ill. What if I say Kim's ill? Ill. That would be funny. Why? This is Kim. And he is ill. Whoa. Ill. Look. This is what we call ill. A big difference in meaning, right? So Kim's not ill. Don't say that. Kim's just ill. So be careful. The meaning changes a lot.
Here he is.
Here he is. Here he is. Is. Listen to this sentence. What happens to it? Here he is. Here he is. The second sentence is faster. I say it faster. How? When I say he and then is, I say he is. Look, I just put one sound between he and is, and that one sound is y. I say he is. He is. Why does this happen? He. How does the word end? What's the sound? Well, the sound is E. So when a word ends with the sound E or the sound I, and the word after it starts with a vowel, between these two words, ending with these and starting with a vowel, we put y. And we can say it faster. We don't say, here he is. We say, here he is. See? It's much better.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Gina. Hi, Bill.
Let's see. Names. You remember. And E. But what about the girl's name? It's not Jenna, it's Gina.
Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize-winning films for children.
Okay, he has something to say to Kim. And he says, Kim. And says the sentence to him. So here we have his name and a pause, a little pause, and then we say what we want to say. Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize-winning films for children. Wow, this is a very, very good sentence to practice all these sounds next to each other because it's full of it. Isn't it easy? Let's see. Kim. Tickets. Then sound. Winning films, right? And children. What do you say? Do you say with or weave? Weave. Weave. We've got these. Yes. 3 free tickets. See again. 3. Done? No more? Yes, that's it. Now let's try saying the sentence. Not all at once, but little by little. Kim, we've got these 3 free, these 3 free, these 3 free tickets, these 3 free tickets, to see 3, to see 3, 3 prize winning, 3 prize winning, 3 prize winning, to see 3 prize winning, to see 3 prize winning films, all prize winning films for children, films for children. Kim, we've got these 3 free tickets to see 3 prize winning films for children. Well done. Wait, did you notice that? Normally we say this word like to see, but we have it in a sentence and after it we see a word, so it's not stressed, not stressed. We need to say it fast and quieter. We say to see, not to see, to see. And what do you hear? Films for children. Do I say for? For children? R is not pronounced because it's British English. For. No, for. It's for children. Again, this word is unstressed, not stressed, and we need to say it quiet and faster.
Listen, Kim.
Is it interesting?
Listen, Kim. Is he even listening? No, he forgot about being ill. He's interested, he's excited about the films they are going to see. What do you think? Listen, Kim. Is it interesting? Is it interesting? Is it? What do you think? In this word. Interesting. This is silent. And this one is very short and fast. So you say interesting. Is it interesting?
We think it is. First, there's a short film about gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa. And
We think it is. Can you feel the excitement in her words and sentences? She's talking fast. We is not a content word. It's a function word, and function words are unstressed. But why does she say we think it is? Because she puts emphasis on the word we. She means she and Bill think that film is interesting. We think it is. First, there's a short film about gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa. In Africa. And okay, where in this sentence do you find sound E? Find it. I know you can. Chimpanzees. E. That is right. And now, what do you think about these two ands? We don't say and, when we have it in sentences and it connects two words with each other. In here, you say and. Gorillas and chimpanzees. You see, it's very fast and quiet. The sound in and. We say and. Gorillas and. But in here, she says and. Why is that? I think you know it. Think. There is a short pause in here, and the word and starts after a pause. So before it, we don't have a word.
And
Then, the next film is about the 6 best Olympic gymnastic competitions. And then...
Film is 6 best. No, it's best. I say ship. I don't say ship. No. So this is best. Olympic. Olympic. Gymnastics. Gym. Nastics. Competitions. Only and only one is sound. We had it before. But here I want you to listen more carefully and tell me where exactly that sound is in this word. Listen to me. Competition. Well, competition. Competition. Here and here we have a very quiet and very fast. But this is uh, competition. Look, we say, then the next film is about. What film is about? Film is. They connect. Why? Look at this. Is and about. Is about. Is about. They become one word. And now these three words sound like they are only one word. Why is that? What happens? What exactly connects these words together? What is the glue? Film is a consonant. Vowel. They connect. This consonant connects with the next vowel in the next syllable of another word. Film is. What about is about? Consonant, vowel, about. So the whole thing, film is about. So consonant plus a vowel. And you know what? This consonant is from another word, and this vowel is from the next word coming after it. So when you know these rules, you know that these things happen in English, you understand better. And it can affect the way you speak, and you speak better. Now I want you to find another example in this part. What can you find? Yes, that is right. Consonant and a vowel. And how do we say this? Best Olympic, best Olympic, best Olympic. See? It's like this is one word instead of two. Best Olympic. You say best Olympic. So you speak faster. And then
Then it's the big film, the history of English cricket.
it, big, film, history, English, and what do you think about cricket? Cricket. That is right, yes. Then it's a big film, the history of English cricket.
Cricket? It's a terrific film.
Cricket? It's a terrific film. A lot of S sounds. Of course, cricket, it, terrific. Am I right? This is very short and quiet. Terrific. And film. Cricket? How is the intonation here? Rising, falling? Of course, it's rising. The speaker, I mean Kim, is excited or maybe surprised, and he wants his listeners give him more information to tell him more. And this is where Bill says It's a terrific film. He gives more information about the film they are going to see.
If you're ill, Kim.
If you're ill, Kim. So we know that this is not if. You say if. If you're ill, Kim. Ill and Kim. Here, I want you to find another example of this. Consonant, vowel, they connect and make a bigger word. And they make the speech faster. Where is it here? It's very easy. If you're ill, Kim, you're ill. You're. You see E, but you don't read it. You don't pronounce it. It's re. If you're and look, vowel, vowel, ill. And they connect. If you're ill, Kim.
It would be a pity to miss it.
It. Done. It would be a pity to miss it.
Now listen, you kids.
And it begins in 50 minutes.
Wow, they are really excited. Talking faster. He said. And it begins in 50 minutes. Listen, you kids. Kids, it begin in minutes. 50. 50. What is the ending sound in the word 50? Is it E or E? Which one? Not E, not E. It's something between them. The sound here is something between E and E. Something between them. Not too long and not too short. For example, you had it in Unit 1, like 50. Like lovely. You don't say lovely or lovely. You say lovely. 50. And in this sentence again, we have another example of this. Find it in this sentence. You are right. Consonant, vowel, and it, and it, and it begins. Or sometimes they don't pronounce d, they say and it, and it begins. We have another example here. Can you find it too? Consonant, vowel, begins in, begins in, begins in. And it begins in 50 minutes.
Kim!
Quick, or we'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film.
Wow. Really in a hurry, very excited, and the mother is very angry. So she speaks louder. We have a quick. Where else? Miss. Beginning. Very good. Gorilla film. We missed one. We missed one sound in this sentence. Can you find it? Another Look and tell me. You can do it. Oh, what? What's this? Will. Will. This sounds not wheel. No. It's will. We'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film. We'll miss. We'll miss the beginning. We'll miss the beginning of the gorilla. We'll miss the beginning of the gorilla film. Quick! And because it's unstressed in this sentence, we say will. When sometimes it's stressed in a sentence, we say will. But here it's unstressed. Good job everybody. حالا برای اینکه تمرینات خودتون رو به مرحله بالاتری ببرین و مهارت هاتون رو تا الان توی این زمینه ساوند کانترست به کار ببندین. Look at this. It's your turn. Yes. So what are you going to do? First, practice reading the dialogue aloud for yourself. Pay attention to sound contrasts. But if you need to review and remember the sounds that we underlined and practiced saying, go back and practice first. After that, come back and do this first thing I'm asking you. So don't worry about, I don't know, sentence stress, intonation, but try to pay attention to sound contrasts and just make the sounds correctly. Do your best. No recording, just practicing reading it aloud to yourself. Just getting ready for recording because you want it to sound good. So practice reading. You don't have to memorize anything. And focus on sound contrasts. Then you record your voice. How? Read the lines with feelings. Now you know the sound contrasts well. You practice them. Now you are ready to add some feelings. The excitement in kids and the anger of the mother. So record. It's time for recording. And the third thing to do is to compare your recording with the dialogue. Plus, you fix and change wherever needed. This part gives you a very important learning experience. It takes you to another level when you fix and change your mistakes and you practice saying them more, and you will be unstoppable